Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? You see? Set the bar for the youth them. Share, like, and subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, I. Greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. And I think that's good. Welcome all viewers and subscribers. Seeing viewers, if you like the content, subscribe and make way to go to the platform. Seeing? Well, I observe say America deploy one of the mightiest weapons against against Russia. You see, I don't know if nobody observe it, You see, but you see the food war there, where them withdraw KFC, withdraw McDonald's, withdraw Popeyes, and all of them things from Russia. Remember, I tell you that very soon, the president himself have to careful watch, because something I'm seriously observing is that them brand becomes like the national dish of the world, You see, them food brand there. See? Now something else when I observe, when my brethren Marx brought to my attention, star. You see, it is that all of them successful food distribution brand, fast food brand, all of them have the color red, white, or red and yellow, or me say, in a them logo, or in a them uniform, them principal color. See, it usually have red. See, I mean, I say, in relation to the psychology, the color red, yellow, and white, and them way they trigger your appetite. See, it is like a signal to your appetite to eat. See, because symbolism, and them little things that we have to understand how certain symbols work with the psychology, how certain symbol get we to react, how certain message come in our body without even we knowing it. See it, and yet still we get a command and we go carry out the action and they have no say. See it. So this is just a simple significance by which these things are possible, have been possible, and probably have been exhausted over the years. Only power I get our button pressed and they even know. Oh, see it, a man just pass and wave all him hand. We hear certain keywords in the media and them thing there and it trigger away. See, all of these things are things that we have to be careful of. See, be careful of. Trust me, psychological and subliminal and, all of them, yeah. See it, which is very enlightening when I come under the knowledge and start study it up and say colors and all them things that trigger. Even you're very, I know say it can trigger fear, I know say you have certain level of psychology, but it's like say once something can affect you in a certain way, seeing is like different, yeah, different aspect of that thing can affect different senses in an eye and eye. See, and them things they have to at them level there, the war and they abused against I and I. See, while I and I they are march and all them things, there's like say everything, them know what to trigger certain emotions. So when them oppress or brutalize or disrespect, discriminate against all child Q in London now, yeah, you find say them can say certain things, do certain things, show certain program and them things there. We just channel with energy and marching. See, want to petition and them things that will petition government and show them up clearly and shamefully to the world. Say, we as a community, millions of us, I request that you do this for us. See, which is gonna benefit you, benefit in the long terms, crime and violence, that will benefit social justice, that will benefit equality, everything. See, why can't we create this petition, get a figurehead. David Lammy, one of them guys there, I make them present it on behalf of the community to Parliament. You see, if you set up legislation, set up laws whereby a guy knows, say, if you violate them people a certain way, which they have been for decades and generations, and because we want to ease up the burden off of them back right and now, what we are going to do is put in some legislation to protect them from people with nefarious intent. People who we see when are guilty. People who see when we, us the government, are culpable of brainwashing to think these people are beneath or less than us. So let's create this as an emergency effect. You see, because this is going on too long and it's a shameful display. You see, other nations right now, Putin use black struggle in America, in the Western world as a talking point, as a justification for any form of aggression and things like that whenever Western country try to talk back to them. I try seek justice for who they want to push certain things span. You don't see it. Rasta. Jaja. Yes, in the interest of equality and justice, Rasta. It's only fair. You see it. I recently see the politician them in a parliament, House of Parliament in London, yeah, ask to have some adjustment to regarding the rules of how them address and deal with one another because some guy use the familiarity for the friendship, the closeness, the camaraderie, to discriminate and desperate against them one another, same place in the House of Parliament, and them ask to get the rules, adjust, that's them thing. No happen again, that's a guy get punishment, him can't muster a man and use racist term or, degrading term to the character whatsoever. The Prime Minister said no, him not do that because it will affect free speech. You see, free speech supposed to be moderated, man, and supposed to be angled with other people's interests at heart. You can't make some little dopey just do what they want freely, so in the public. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You see it, if you have a free speech, but there are clearly certain things where you're not allowed to perpetrate and push, Rasta. You can't go out there go free speech with crime or free speech with certain level of criminality, make people hear you got prison feet and you don't carry it out yet, Rasta. It's a threat. You see, you become a pariah, people watch you and all them sort of thing there. You see it. So it's very simple that you're not going to get in a parliament, Rasta. Them boys are supposed to have them things set and plan where them prepare for manipulate with, whereby we go march instead of get formidable legislative measures for protect people from having things like these happening to them. You know, see it? Yes, Rasta. So back to the KFC and the McDonald's argument. Yes, I noticed America sweep out the food rug right from underneath a food embargo. Well, and then a war crime that Rasta. Or if you go, me not understand. Sanction reach by the food. You know, see it? To be fair, I see something going on over here in Rasta. I see in a lockdown, so in the virus lockdown the other day, when them lockdown, all of them red and white restaurant there over here, Hey, remember I tell you, I say the people them literally family going in them house, them own a creative self, go fix up and set up a certain little things like them. Recreate the drive-through scenario, for them kids, like as a, see it. That's me, I said, Jaja. While me, I hope, say, and I worry, certain people from, I always say, I hope we can get some peas, I hope we can let me have some coconut and me have certain amount of things we can last for a while, with familiar to the culture, I culture. No, Rasta, a KFC, a McDonald's, boy, you see it. You see when it open back, furthermore, you see when them say them all lock it down, let me tell you this. When them say it all locked down, every road where a KFC dep on black, every road where a McDonald's dep on black, every road where a Burger King, all of them black. People just block them off and buy up, and another way you can go. Probably people are buy some and freeze them, and put them down so that them can tie them out. And see, because you have people over here will live and them thing there in a rasta. Live daily, nightly, daily car. You have some little cheap cut where you can go there and get to when a two. See, yeah. Yes, rasta. So I don't see the difference with the Russian and the British man when it come on to them red and white fast food, they rasta. Them red color fast food, the red, white, and red and yellow, and them type of color fast food there. You see? And when I say America, draw a sanction with them thing there, I draw back and look on it and say, say, this could have be a serious, one of the most potent weapon them draw against Putin, because you want me, You see, when you draw the sanction them on the rich man and them guys, they have secret money and secret bank account and all of them things that can sustain them lifetime for years to come. Probably for the rest of them life too. All when Babylon still take and hold on pan the what them claims to them hold on pan. See? I like I say claims to them hold on pan. There's another thing when we observe again, how them sucking the whole of the Russian billionaire them over here, Over $100 billion gone, them confiscate for the Russian them since this vibes are gone. Britain alone, see? Yeah. Yes, see? So when them big rich guys there lose all the money, them still have enough to suffice them. Them not give them. They not so them thing they got. Them guys are the biggest criminal them rasta. It's especially when it come to hiding money and all them things. See? Them can't afford for the weed. See? So not even that, not significant and daunting like the fact that when the man them pull out the McDonald's and the KFC rub from other poor people because you want me, Poor people are the majority, see? And them thing the physical, them thing there's a visual thing that in front of them. See, it's something that we create is almost like so well when them look and every time them drive past right and see a like KFC or a McDonald's location is like them see the residue of war. See, almost like when there was a bomb one of the building them over Ukraine or something like that. No disrespect. Whoever anywhere else has to go and look on this all from a different perspective, I tell you from my experience, with them three fast food giants, and poor people, particularly white people in a Rasta, is like a daily bread. You see it? All on a Sunday and them with a date and all them things. No, Rasta, I don't think this is gonna be a very acceptable thing for the Russian, for the Russian community. I watch it so far and I even though for them news compress, I really hear much of what go on in there still. But that thing where them do, take away the international dish from Russia. See, we have to observe that. And we have to pay good attention to it, Yes, I. So again, it look like all them. Well, again, them brand there, individual brand entitled to them opinion anyway. See, but to me, say all of them is market based and market driven, profit driven, and all of them things. I'm now look on them as making them decision lightly. See, in most cases, when you look on how much loss incur in making decision like those, because at the end of the day, people have projection and plan and them thing they were them plan from last year or year before last for next year, and what is sort of upsetting the market this year, I got upset next year to and all of them things. So we say that because you can draw one side and observe and wonder if a bully, them guys get bullied into doing that, pulling out of Russia, or them just, them company they really owned by a national, a state or something like that. We don't really know because all of them things are possible, You see, because right now we are here, so the Russian oligarch, them money are still Russian national money where it distribute to some specific guy. If you go out there, go monitor and manipulate the world like individual investors and things like that. See, so the indication is that these monies are Russia itself, national money. Because you want to know, when the country are left out of them change system to a degree where them privatize back certain national company and things like that. But all them privatize them now is just hand them over to some Russian citizens, some individual man. Obviously them connected with high top ranking politician and all them thing there. You see, but them hand them over back to them and them now gone off one side like individual investor. I mean, it not big. You just give one man billions of dollars and tomorrow morning he wake up and is a big whatever. You know? And I say go. So it's like so the world I admit, you know, so them know all along or indicate all along. I say them have it that way there all along, but all of this was just covert and you know? Yes, you see it. So see how we have to look on the other and say KFC and them red and white fast food brand yeah, as well. All of them go under the same power, under the same banner because an easy thing that for lose and this unprecedented. We never really seen that happen before where, you know, all them people you know, do like that in a war. We never really see that yet still. So something for watch again. You see it. Anyway, I touch base to the item, you know, and the strong yeah. And I giving thanks one more and I share some knowledge and observation with the item. You see, this is a food war. You see, it's a desert there now, Rasta. Food fight. You see it. So, share, like, and subscribe. Give thanks, Rastafari.